Literal Arts Center of SDO Isabela. SDO English Academy.
An analogy describes the relationship between words.
Subject, verb, your teacher.
On air. English Academy.
Tayo na sa Radyo Eskwela. Tayo na!
Hello, my dear grade 6 knowledge hunters. You are tuning into your favorite learning program, Radyo Eskwela sa Isabela. Today, you are in for a nice treat because this episode is going to stimulate your brains and broaden your horizon. I am your teacher, Joy Eskwela Lopez, and I'll be guiding you to another fruitful learning experience prepared just for you. Are you excited?
Yay!
Can I hear a loud yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
That's the spirit. I have a feeling that this is going to be a great day.
Oh, yes.
Your hunt for fresh knowledge is about to begin, so sit back and prepare to expand your knowledge as we hunt and discover more wonders about informational and factual text. All right. Can you still recall our past lesson?
Of course, yes.
That's good to know. Anyhow, let's do a brief recap just to refresh our memories. In our previous lesson, we discussed all about the various types of informational and factual texts, their purpose, and how to identify them. Can you recall the 4 different types of informational texts and enumerate them?
Of course, yes.
Great! The 4 different types of informational text are literary nonfiction, expository text,
Yeah.
procedural text,
All right.
and last but not the least, argument or persuasion text.
That's cool.
Well done, grade 6 learners. You did it. How about the purpose of informational and factual text? Can you still recall?
Of course, yes.
Right again. The purpose of informational and factual text is simply to provide description, explanation, procedure, and recount of information. Good job, everyone. I am now convinced that you really did study our lesson. We shall now move on to our next lesson for this day. Are you all excited? Very good. Let's begin. I'm sure each and every one of you has at least read a book or other literary materials. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. In all kinds of reading materials, authors communicate information using key text structures. This way, readers can easily understand and analyze the informational text they are reading. Thus, key text structures basically act as guides for the readers to anticipate the main idea of a certain text. In this episode, I shall be teaching you on how to identify the different key text structures from various types of informational and factual text, as well as use signal words correctly. Now, I'm pretty sure a bunch of you is wondering if there is a better and easier way to identify each key text structure that we are about to discuss. Have I read your mind correctly? Well, each type of key text structure uses signal words, which make it easier to identify. By studying and familiarizing yourselves with signal words, identifying the key text structure will be quite easy. Am I right? Of course, it only means that for you to be able to identify a particular text structure, it is a must to review each of the signal words on the table found on your learning reference. You may also try writing your own sentences using the signal words during your spare time. Exciting, isn't it? At this point, if you'd like to know them better, listen attentively as we go on with our discussion. Can you do that for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Very well. Therefore, I hope everyone's on board. Have you opened your Week 2 learning activity sheet or reference? If so, let's get started. Now, can you tell me the first key structure on the table? That is correct. The first key structure on the list is description. What is the purpose of description? Correct. The purpose of this key structure is to elaborate a certain topic or idea. Let me read to you a sentence. An encyclopedia is a book or set of books that gives information and illustrates important details of a specific topic. For example, Groyler's Encyclopedia and Encyclopedia Britannica are some of the encyclopedia books that are packed with thousands of facts and illustration on information arranged alphabetically. Does the example provide a description? Precisely. It describes what an encyclopedia is and also provided some examples. What was the signal word used? You're right! The term used is for example. How about the second type of key text structure? Right again! It is the order or sequence structure. This key text structure is used to provide proper chronology or arrangement. I'm going to read an example. Listen carefully. First, we have to wear a clean mask. Then we sanitize our hands. Finally, we observe social distancing. What does the statement tell us? Definitely, it provides tips on how to be free from the COVID-19 virus. What are the keywords used to show that the sentences gave you some tips? Very good. The words first, then, and finally act as signals that each sentence really follows a sequence. That's the reason why we call them signal words. What about the key structure? Correct. It is called cause and effect. This type of key text structure is used to relay an occurrence of an event and the reason why it happened. An example of cause and effect is, because of the pandemic, many have lost their jobs. For this reason, the government is trying its best to rise again. Which part of the sentence is the cause and which part is the effect? That is true. The cause is the pandemic, while the effect is many have lost their jobs. What made you think of those answers? Very good. It's due to the signal words because and for this reason. Told you the signals help. And we're down to the fourth one on our list. Can you tell me about it? The fourth key structure on our list is compare and contrast. This type of key text structure provides details on how similar or different things are. Let us study the example. A face mask is different from surgical mask in terms of purpose. A face mask can be used for non-medical purposes, such as one that is for construction and other industrial applications, as well as when they are intended for a medical purpose, such as source control, including uses related to COVID-19, while surgical masks are medical devices. How is the text categorized under compare and contrast? Exactly. It tells us the similarities and differences between a face mask and a surgical mask. Can you tell me the signal words used? Nice! Your clues are different from, as well as, and while. You're doing a great job. Can we now proceed to the last one? What do you call it? Correct. The last key structure on our list is problem and solution. This key structure involves two parts. Do you know what they are? You guessed it right. The two parts of this key structure involves the identification of a problem and the detailed solution for the problem. For example, a solution to the fast spread of COVID-19 is by staying away from the crowd and staying at home. Can you tell me the problem in this statement? The problem is the fast spread of COVID-19, and the solution is, of course, there are two: staying away from the crowd and staying at home. Wow! You're truly amazing, grade 6 learners. You exceeded my expectation today. Great participation, everyone. So are you up for Signal Words Text Structure Challenge?
Oh, bravo!
That's right. But wait, before we do that, let's recall the 5 key structures we mentioned a while ago. Can you still name them? Perfect! Again, they are description, order or sequence, cause and effect, compare and contrast, and problem and solution. That's great, kids! You already know our 5 key structures. Always remember that the best way to identify them is by recognizing signal words. I hope you really browse the table of signal words on your learning activity sheet or reference because you have there the list of various words under each text structure. Alright, is everyone craving for an activity?
Oh, yes!
You're simply amazing! Everyone is quite energetic today. Our activity is called Lock and Key. Our goal for this activity is to use signal words as keys in order to open the locks represented by the 5 key text structures that we identified a while ago. In order to open the locks, each of you must insert the correct signal words that best identify the key structures. Ready? You may now begin because your 2-minute timer starts now. Time is up! Let's answer your activity, shall we? What are the keys to opening the description lock? Fantastic! The keys are such as another and also. How about the keys for the sequence lock? Very good! They are the words after, before, and now keys. Next is the cause and effect lock. What are the keys to open them? You are correct. The keys are yet, so, and not only. Wow, you are really studying well. How about which is the compare and contrast lock? Yes, the best way to open it is through the signal words. Also, alike and unless. For the last and final lock, which is the problem and solution, what are we going to use? Perfect! It will not open unless you use the following keys. Solution, problem, and one answer is very well. Count your correct answers and tell me your scores. Who got it all correctly? Wow, you were able to open the locks. You guys are such great listeners. Give yourselves a well-deserved round of applause. Still, let me see if you truly learned something. I know that everyone is all fired up. This activity is all about completion of informational text with signal words. First, I'm going to read the instructions, so listen carefully. In this activity, I will read to you an informational text where 5 signal words are missing. You will fill in the appropriate signal words in order to complete the text. Then, identify the type of key text structure used. I will be providing 10 different key signal words to choose from, so please write down as I dictate them to you. Here are your choices: both, despite, even, in common, instead, different from, compared with, otherwise, although, and however. Let me repeat the choices: both, despite, even, in common, instead, different from, compared with, otherwise, although, and however. Were you able to write all of the choices? Great! Don't forget to write the key structure of the text, okay? Now, listen carefully as I read the text entitled Frontliner and Philanthropist. Frontliner and philanthropist have something blanked. They are service-oriented people. Blank are willing to sacrifice for the sake of others. Blank the risk during this pandemic. Blank frontliners if blank philanthropists. They are those who work in the government or other agencies such as policemen, medical practitioners, radio and TV reporters, and others, while philanthropists are persons who seek to promote the welfare of others by giving donations, especially through generous donations of money to good causes. I'll repeat the selection. Frontliner and philanthropists have something blanked. They are service-oriented people. Blank are willing to sacrifice for the sake of others. Blank the risk during this pandemic. Blank frontliners if blank philanthropists. They are those who work in the government or other agencies such as policemen, medical practitioners, radio and TV reporters, and others. While philanthropists are persons who seek to promote the welfare of others by giving donations, especially through generous donations of money to good causes. I'm now giving you 1 minute to answer. Is everyone finished? You're quick, huh? Now, let's see if your responses are right. I will dictate the answer for each blank, so listen carefully. For the first one, the answer is in common. I repeat, in common. Next blank, the answer is both. I repeat, both. And the third, the answer is despite. I repeat, despite. For fourth one, the answer is however. Again, the answer is however. For the fifth and final blank, of course, the correct answer is compared with. Once again, the correct answer is compared with. Did you get all 5 correct answers? Fantastic! Oops, that's not all. What about the key structure used? Can you identify? Wow, I'm impressed. The key structure of the text is compare and contrast. And why is it compare and contrast? Brilliant answer. It's because the text compares and differentiates a frontliner and a philanthropist. Is there an evidence for that? Of course there is. If you really listened well or read your activity sheet, you'll see that there are given similarities and differences between the two terms. I see you've been studying your lessons. Great job, everyone! It has been another fruitful and memorable lesson that we shared today. Hats off to you, my young learners, for your participation and discipline. I am looking forward to another magical session with you in the future. With such young ones who are patient and bright, I do believe that you'll grow to be our nation's pride. On behalf of the script writers, Ma'am Marijoy G. Balad and Ma'am Marjorie Timilian, together with the SDO Isabela RBI production team, I am your radio teacher, Joy Eskwela Lopez, leaving you with this food for thought. A well-informed mind keeps the future sublime. Stay safe, everyone!
Tayo na sa Radyo Eskwela. Tayo na!
Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon.
Sagaan ng pagkatuto ay walang may iwan.
Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela.
Girl, drink your beer. Try this pill. It will make you feel good. Wow, it feels great, but wait. Many people use and abuse drugs. Drug abuse can damage your liver and can cause heart diseases. Your mental health is also at stake. It can lead you to anxiety, depression, and addiction. Make the right choice. Value your life. Maintain your dignity. Always remember, no is an option. A friendly reminder from PNP, DepEd, and this station.
May bagong virus na kumakalat ngayon at naaalarma ang buong nation. Para di daw mahawa, ito ang solusyon. Kaya sundin mabuti tong instructions. Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose at eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol mayat maya. Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose at eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol mayat maya. Ang virus ay nakamamatay, kaya makinig, wag pasaway. Stay sa bahay, wag nang gumala. Kung ayaw mong ikay mahawa, mag-face mask kung lalabas. Mag-vitamin C ng madalas at umiwas sa mga matatao. Mag-alcohol para sigurado. Maghugas ng kamay para Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose at eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol mayat maya. Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose at eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol mayat maya. May bagong virus na kumakalat ngayon at naaalarma ang buong nation. Para di daw mahawa, ito ang solusyon. Kaya sundin mabuti tong instructions. Maghugas ng kamay.
Isabela, SDO.